Welcome back, everyone. Magical Chronicles here. We are moving down to the end of the month. Yes, I still do have a few videos to do for Venus in all of the zodiacs. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. Hit the like button. Don't forget to share this video at the end. All right, so you know how we do it. Venus in all of the zodiacs. It's all about abundance. I'm going to be looking at your money, your wealth, your success, tapping into those love relationships, maybe those friendships. Maybe it's just casual dating. Who knows what's going to come up? It might even be about you traveling, moving, self-care. Let's see what's going on for all of the zodiacs. All right, tonight we're going to be focusing on Venus in Virgo, and directly after this will be Venus in Pisces. So get comfy. Let's see what's going on. I'm just going to pick a card from every single deck. We're going to connect the dots and see what's going on specifically in your love life. I feel like that's what's coming up for Venus and Virgo tonight. So get comfy, Venus and Virgo. I don't know why I'm being pulled to this deck first, but we're going to go ahead and start here. What does Venus and Virgo need to learn and understand? All right. You haven't been moving forward. Some of you, not all of you, but I feel like some of you have not been moving forward in love because you are still hung up on the emotions of the past. Some of you can't even let go of shit that happened to you in those past relationships. So if you know this is you and you're kind of in limbo, you need to make a decision. Second story could be some of you already dating, but you kind of don't know where to go in this relationship. Like, are we going to make this something that is just casual? Are we going to continue like, you know, in and out? Or are we going to, what's that saying? Shit or get off the pot. So are we going to go ahead and dive right in and do this relationship? That's what's happening with some of you who are kind of like, I don't want to say it's a new relationship. It's kind of coming across like it's a bit on the new side, but y'all just haven't made a decision as to where you stand. So that's also second story coming up. This is the Hanged Man right here for the Venus in Virgos, okay? So some of you need to start making decisions because you're just kind of sitting right there in limbo. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. What else does Venus and Virgo need to learn and understand? 3 cards are coming out for you in this deck. I was not expecting that. I had one that flew out, then one that came out, and then the last one. So I'm going to read all 3 because obviously you're meant to have it. Ooh, healing. You might not be all of you, could also be those of you who are in relationships right now where you're kind of at the end of a big healing cycle and you're coming to peace with whatever happened in your past. Yeah, I feel like this is more suited for those of you who haven't been in relationships and you're still holding on. Like, this is more the singles. Those of you who are holding on is what I'm getting, is that it's about healing right now. And because you're still holding on to some stuff, in order for you to move forward, it's saying that you're going to need to do some healing. So it's a big healing cycle for you right now, okay? Like I said, this is more so for the single people. Now, potential is what's coming up. So like I said earlier regarding in the scenario, second story with the hangman, where some of you were kind of in a relationship where you're like in limbo, you don't know where you're going. So the potential is saying that there's this deep realization. So I want to read the full card to you. So it's saying they're deep in their thoughts about you, realizing their distractions prevented them from seeing the potential in you. So this is for some of you who are casually dating and y'all have not defined what y'all are right now. I'm seeing that there's big potential for you all to actually moving forward with a much stronger connection and a much deeper relationship. I feel for those of you who were kind of like losing hope, it's more like it's saying no. They're now realizing, oh, I want a relationship. I want something serious. So that's what's coming up for those of you who were in the second story, which was about them in limbo, like I said, in the relationship, not really quite sure if you're even in a relationship. All right, last card out, unspoken love. Yeah, so this unspoken love is about some of you individuals have someone who's been interested in you, but they're not able to tell you how they feel because of this fear of rejection. Oh, I think those are the ones that are in limbo, who are in this limbo right now in a relationship and not sure what's happening. It's because it's this unspoken love. Like it was just fear of them moving forward in this relationship. So this is for those of you who are Venus in Virgo. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Venus in Virgo, please. All right, so this is your mantra for today. I am soulful. I am a soulful custodian for money. I give and receive wealth. Let me read that one more time. I am a soulful custodian for money. I give and receive wealth. So always remember that when you're having any kind of doubts regarding money, or maybe you feel like you need to put that out there in the universe this week, that there's a certain amount of money that you want to make. Maybe you're in sales. Maybe there's a quota that you need to match. Use that as your mantra, please. All right, what else does Venus and Virgo need to learn and understand? This card at the top is what wants to come out. All right, so it's talking about you still holding on to the past. Some of you are still holding on to, I don't want to say you're holding on to the ex, because that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting more of the feeling that you're holding on to what happened in the relationship. You're holding on to the emotion behind that heartbreak, and that's why some of you have not been able to move forward. And this may not necessarily mean somebody who may not even be that the person broke your heart. It might be that you broke off the relationship because you knew that you deserved better. You knew that this wasn't the relationship for you. And I feel like this is more guided towards a lot of you right now who are single, and that's why you've been kind of like in this limbo right now. So let's see what else you need to learn and understand. So you're actually thinking a lot about what happened in your past relationship. So you keep wanting to like share your good news, tell someone about, like, you want someone to be there that you can talk to about what's going on. And what's happening is because you're in that limbo, you're kind of like, ooh, I wish I had someone here, but I don't. And that's what's happening, is that's where your mind is. And that's what's causing you to, I feel like it's being in limbo is what's causing you to be stuck where you are. Okay. And it's because you just keep thinking about the past. It's like you're not ready to move on from what happened. It's not about the person per se. It's about the communication that you had with that person. I don't want to say the loneliness. It wasn't that you were lonely because you had someone there, but it was because you had someone there that, you know, it was like you just got used to having someone that you can talk to, having someone to be in the car with you, to share rides with you. So that's what you're missing. It's the comfort, right? So let's see what else you need to learn to understand. Venus and Virgo. These cards are always sticking together. This particular deck. All right, so things are going to start to look up for you a little bit more in the near future. I feel like it's actually going to be a lot sooner than you think. I think you will kind of get yourself out of this rut that you're stuck in. Like, it's a bit of a bubble that you're stuck in. All right, let's see what the cards are saying regarding this bubble. Yeah, so the reason why you're stuck in the bubble with the Nine of Swords is really to do with your own regrets, your own, I don't know, call it mental issues, because you don't have mental issues. I feel like you're just replaying a lot of the scenarios of what happened in your past relationship. And so it's worrying. It's a bit worrying because you're allowing yourself to be stuck in that limbo, right? Nine of Swords right here. That's how you're feeling. All right, let's see how you can move forward right now. Venus and Virgo, whether you're single or in a relationship, how they can move forward. All right. Balancing your own life, Six of Cups, really finding the balance within you is how you're going to move forward. Whether you're in a relationship or not, being a little bit more giving is more so. I feel like some of you need to be a little bit more giving, and some of you may need to actually pull back a little bit and receive more from your partners. Those of you who are in relationships, yeah, I feel like some of you need to kind of allow them to take the bull by the horns, allow them to make the gestures. But those of you who are single, I feel like the opposite for you. You need to be the one that's giving a little bit more and being a little bit more open, because that's the only way you're going to move forward and get yourself out of this bubble, right? Six of Cups. All right, what else does Venus and Virgo need to learn and understand? I feel like this is more abundance related, but you never know, I might tell you about love. Okay, cooperation instead of competition. Stop looking at what other people have around you, especially those of you who are in love. Stop looking at what your neighbor has, at what your friends have, at what your sister has, at what your brother has. It's not about them. It's not even a competition. It's about you, okay? You know what? I was going to say what everybody else has, you can have, but it's not really about that. It's about what's meant for you. You know, whatever is meant for you is not going to pass you by. And sometimes don't look too closely at what other people have going on, because on the outside, it might look perfect, but quite a few people on the inside have some serious shit going on underneath the surface, and it might look all rosy and perfect, and you know, you might think that they're absolutely perfect, but they're not. So just focus more on you and not being in competition with anyone, okay? Venus in Virgo. Okay, what else you need to learn and understand right now is that you actually need to be a little bit more honest with yourself. Open up about what it is you truly want. Open up about what's been bothering you. You need to figure out if it's more so about you just being really hard on yourself, or if it's more along the lines of maybe you're not opening up your mouth and speaking up for the things that you want, because that's kind of what I'm getting a little bit of. Okay. Okay, last card. Actually, no, I don't. I've got 3 more cards to pull for you. Okay, so the card out of this deck is Holy Alchemist, which is about your divine alchemy. And this is about you moving beyond those challenges. So if you feel like now that you've got some challenges, to be honest, I feel like these challenges are minor. I don't feel like they're major. I feel like they're minor, but like you're kind of blowing them out of proportion is what I'm getting right now. So I feel like I said earlier, remember I was talking about you needing to be honest with yourself. It's so funny because the second card that came out when I said you might need to ask for more about what it is you want, this card is talking about you focusing on what you desire. So it's about you opening up your mouth and making a decision on what it is you want, whether this is love or whether this is career opportunities, because you have the opportunity, you have that drive that you can say, hey, you know what, I want this. Or you can say, you know what, I don't want this. I think it's just a matter of you opening up that mouth and making a decision, because you are a lot stronger than you think, right, Venus and Virgos? All right, what else does Venus and Virgo need to learn and understand? 3, 2, 1. All right, woo, hot mess. What's going on that y'all are a hot mess? Is it that y'all are a hot mess? Nope. It's more so along the lines of the cluttered mind, the untidy mind, feeling like nothing is going right. The mind is all over the place, and the feeling, you're starting to feel a little bit miserable, unhappy, because you're allowing the emotions to get in the way. You're allowing the emotions to cloud your judgment. So that's what's happening right now. So that is the hot mess card, is how you're feeling right now. But really and truly, you can make changes where that is concerned by 2 things. Number 1 is that you got to start listening to wisdom. Really pay attention to the messages that are coming your way, whether it's through a family member or a friend. It might even be through somebody that you just randomly meet on a bus or a train. It may even be you just sitting alone in a park and seeing the birds around you, and you really listening and paying attention to what's going on around you. And that sometimes we get signs that way. But it's also saying you need to start having a bit more gratitude and having more thanks. So remember earlier, I spoke a little bit about that with some of you, with the 6 of Cups, actually, when I was talking about balancing, right? And I was talking that some of you needed to, you know, actually be more giving. And that was those of you who were single, but those of you who are in relationships needed to, you know, take a step back and let your partner do more giving. So that's what's been coming up, is that you need to have that gratitude and that thanks. And this is very much in line with the 6 of Cups card. So let's go ahead and see what is the last thing that you all need to learn and understand for your highest good moving forward. Venus in Virgo, please. Okay, so this card is saying that I want to please you in all the ways, but I'm insecure about my mind, body, and spirit. This is very much those of you who are in relationships right now. And I say that because once I started reading it, I knew it had to do with those of you who were like in that limbo relationship right now, and you were trying to figure out where to go and what to do. And I feel as though this is not really you. It's more so about your partner, the person that you're with. They're the ones that are feeling insecure, and they're the ones that want to please you. Like, they want to talk to you. They want to be, they're trying to still figure things out. It's just that it's more about what's going on in the inside with them. And so that's why you probably for a while were probably thinking like, okay, I'm not even quite sure if they really like me, but they do really like you. It's just, they have a very strange way of showing it, right? All right, so Venus in Virgo, this is all I have for you. Remember, be more honest with yourself. That is the one thing you need to do. You need to focus on what it is you desire, and really and truly remember, those of you who are stuck in this limbo, you're going to be going through this healing period, and you're going to come out of it because you're going to be focusing on that balance with the Six of Cups. And a lot of you who are in the relationships where for a while it's kind of like, yo, where are we going? You are going to get clarity on that situation. So just remember that, okay? All right, this is all I have for you. Don't forget, you want to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Magical Chronicles here. Take care.